In this video, we are going to look at Introduction to Sequence and Series. Before we dive into the lesson, if you are yet to subscribe to my YouTube channel, please subscribe so that when I upload a new lesson, you'll be notified. Thank you. Now, let's go into the lesson. Sequence and series. So first of all, let's look at the difference between sequence and series. So sequence, we are looking at collection of a set of numbers or a set of items in a defined order. For example, if I have 1, 9, 25, 49, 81, and it goes on. Now, we say that we are collecting items or a set of number in a defined order. So let's see what order of the set it is, okay? Let's see the set we have here, what order it is. So we have 1, 9, 25, 49, 81. So we are just taking the square of odd numbers. So this is 1 square, this is 3 square, this is 5 square, this is 7 square, and this will be 9 square, and it goes on, right? Okay, let's also think of collecting a set just like 1 minus 2, 4 minus 8, 16, and it goes on. So what type of set are we collecting? Basically, you can see that this is the preceding term, okay, is being multiplied by -2, right? Now let's also think of another set just like we have 1, we have 8, we have 27, 64, 1, 2, 5. Okay, so let's see what type of set we just collect, or the order of set we just put on the screen. Okay, so now if you look at this is a cubic of natural number. So this is 1 cube, this will be 2 cube, and this will be 3 cube, and this will be 4 cube, and this will be 5 cube, and it goes on, right? Okay, and it goes on. So what type of set we just collect now is it has been defined. So they're taking the cube of natural numbers, and here we're taking the square of odd numbers. We can think of the set of the measuring cup. We can also look at people being arranged according to their height. Okay, so you can think of all other activities in the society that we can arrange sequentially, right? Now let's look at series. Series, we are basically going to sum the terms in sequence. So series are formed when the terms in sequence are summed up. For example, we have here, these are the terms in sequence. So this will be 1 plus 9 plus 25 plus 49 plus 81 plus, and it goes on. So in this case, we can just say that the sum of the square of odd numbers, okay, the sum of the square of odd numbers. And in this case, we can also say that we have here 1 plus 8 plus 27 plus 64 plus 125 plus, and it goes on, right? So in this case, we can quickly say we have the sum of cube of natural numbers, right? Okay, so even in this case, we can also sum here. This will be 1 plus -2 plus 4 plus minus 8 plus 16 and plus it goes on, right? So in sequence, the items will be arranged in a defined order or collect in a defined order, and in series we just sum up the items in the sequence. Now let's look at how we can identify patterns. Okay, for us to identify patterns, it is important to arrange the number in increase order or decrease order. First, look for that, and when the number has been arranged in increase order or decrease order, the next thing we have to do is to check if the number is increasing or decreasing. If the number is increasing or decreasing, if the number is increasing, it means that the term is being added or multiplied, right? For example, we have this sequence 1, 6, 11, 16. So let's find the pattern. We need to work from one term to another. So from 1 to 6, we can see that we are just having plus of 5, and here the same thing, positive 5 plus 5, and it means that the next term here will be 19. Okay, because the next term here will be 21. So we have it 21, and the next will be 26, and it goes on. Okay, then that will be the next two terms. Now let's also take a look at this one. We have 64, 32, 16, and 8. Okay, so find out this number. You see it is arranged in a decrease order. So the number is big, getting small, so we need to work from 64 to 32, from 32 to 16, and to 8. So looking at this, we can see that if you divide this 64 by 2, you get 32, and so on. 30, this will be divided by 2, divide by 2. So the next term here will give us 4, and the next will be 2. Okay, and it goes on, right? So let's also look at this one. This will be 19, 15, 11, 7. Okay, so let's try to work from 19 to 15, and from 15 to 11 to 11, from 11 to 7. If you look at this, we see that if you say 19 minus 4, will give us 15, and 15 minus 4 will give us 11. 11 minus 4 give us 7. So the next two terms will be 7 minus 4 will give us 3, and 3 minus 4 will give us negative 1, and it goes on. Okay, so let's also look at this particular one. This is 1 over 2, 1 over 4, 1 over 8, and this is 1 over 16. Now if you look at this series and this sequence, we could see that the numerator are the same. Okay, the numerator are the same, but there is a difference in the denominator, so we have to pay attention to the denominator. So what if you notice here is that this term is being multiplied by 2. Basically 1, 2, this is 2 times 2 give us 4, and 4 times 2 will give us 8, and 8 times 2 will give us 16. So we can say that the next two terms of this sequence will be 1 over 32, and this will be 1 over 64, and it goes on. So it is important you check out the number always been arranged either in increase or decrease order, and also try to see the direction of the patterns. If they are increasing, means it can be multiplied or added. If they are decreasing, it could be division or subtraction. Now let's look at another basic introduction of this lesson, which we are going to look at the finite sequence and infinite sequence. In finite sequence, the last term is known, is given to us, while in the infinite sequence, the last term is unknown. For example, if you want to think of the set of the first 5 even number, this gives us 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, right? So this is the first 5 even number, and in this case, if you want to think of the set of whole numbers, so we're gonna have something like 0, 1, 2, and it goes on, right? Okay, and we can also think of the set of English alphabet, okay, which is finite, A, B, C, and it goes on to Z, right? So we know the last letter of the English alphabet, and so it is a finite set. We can also think of a set of natural number in this case, 1, 2, 3, and it goes on, right? Okay, now in this we can also think of the set of odd numbers. Okay, let's see, 1, 3, and firstly let's look at the first 10 odd numbers: 3, 5, 7, 9, and it goes on, okay, to 19, right? And here we can also think of the set, we can think of the set of integers. Okay, so let's look at the set of integers. Okay, so this will be -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, and it goes on. Okay, so lastly, let's just think of a set of the first 10 perfect square. Okay, so we have here 4, 9, 16, 25, and it goes on to 69. So it goes on to 69. Maybe here we can just look at rational numbers. Okay, we have here 2/3. We can have here to be 3/5, and here 5/7, and it goes on. Okay, so basically the final sequence, the last term is known, okay, but the infinite sequence, the last term is unknown. It continues to infinity. Okay, join me in the next lesson where I will be taking you through arithmetic progression. Thank you.